Hey you guys, what's up? Amy Pigeon here. Thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel, and welcome back if you've been here before. Excuse me, my voice is sounding a little hoarse. I am recovering from a cold. It has been a wild couple of weeks since Halloween and doing my 31 days of different Halloween looks on Instagram. I took a much needed break. However, there was a lot of partying and a lot of drinking over my birthday in England, but it was well worth it. I had a wonderful time. So anyways, that's why my voice is gone. Today's look is going to be this pink, kind of soft, glittery, romantic, yet smoky, dramatic, and sexy at the same time holiday look featuring the Toofaced Gingerbread Spice Palette. I really enjoyed this palette. I used mostly Too Faced products on my entire face today, and it is a full face tutorial. So if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Alright you guys, so first I'm going to start off with this color called Look at My Cookie. With my MAC 217 brush, I'm going to go ahead and buff that into my crease as my transition shade, lightly fading that out towards my brow bone so we get a nice soft gradient effect. And then I'm going to go in with this color here called Gumdrop, and I'm going to put that in a little bit lower than we put that transition shade, really concentrating it quite a bit more in the crease. And then I'm going to be alternating, going back and forth between windshield wiper motions and little circular motions. Now I'm going in with a clean brush and just buffing out the edges so it's super soft and blended. And I'm going to be going back and forth doing that quite a bit, and then also building up the intensity of the color, going in with more shadow. So just doing that back and forth till we're happy with the intensity of the color payoff. Now I'm going in with this gorgeous, rich, velvety, royal, purpley kind of eggplant shade called Figgy Pudding, and essentially doing the same thing we just did with that gumdrop color, just keeping it a little bit lower. Sorry if you heard that grumbling in the background. That's my little Charlie bear. She's on the bed with me while I'm recording this and just readjusted and grumbled. She's so cute. Anyway, so yep, put that a little bit lower, and then I'm also, or lower than the gumdrop, then I'm going back in and making it super heavy and pigmented right at that outer corner in the V shape that we like to apply depth on our eye. So just at the outer corner of your eye, creating a V shape, connecting it to your lash line and your crease. And then I'm taking a little bit more of that shadow and kind of pressing it into my eyelid about halfway across my lid, and then going back in with that clean brush again whenever you feel necessary to soften the blends of those edges. Now I'm going to go in with that shade called Reindeer Paws, the really, really deep dark purple, and we're pretty much focusing that in the outer corner to create even more depth. And we're just going to lightly feather out the edges to softly blend it and carry whatever is left over on the brush over into the rest of the crease. We don't want to put too much there because we really want it in the outer corner. So now I'm going in with Sugar Daddy and a flat shader brush from MAC, and I'm just going to quickly highlight underneath my brow bone with that, focusing it right under the highest part of the arch of my brow and feathering it out in both directions, inwards and outwards to the front and tail end of the brow. I'm also going to go back in with what's left over on my brush to carry up the crease color a bit more, because I find that highlight can kind of wipe it out a little bit too much with all the work you just did in the crease. So now I'm going in with Frostbite Me, a cheeky little color name there, and a tiny little mini shader brush from MAC, and I'm just going to put that on the inner third of my eye, I would say. So now I'm going in with Ooh Burn, and I'm going to press that on with a flat shader brush, again from MAC, onto the middle third of my eye, and lightly tapping the edges of it in both directions, inwards and outwards, to soften the edge and kind of create a little bit of a blended effect with that. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC Brush Black Brush Stroke liner, and we're just going to create, whatever liner effect you like. Mine is just the usual straight across liner, and then a mean, long, overly unnecessarily dramatic wing that basically is touching my ears. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC in Extreme Dimension Waterproof Mascara. Just quickly coat the lashes with that, not fussing about too much, because then we're going to put on our New Bouncem Dragon Lee falsies. I end up cutting quite a bit off them because they're way too wide for my eyes, which I like rather than being too short, so that way I get lots of drama. And now I'm going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and we're just going to buff that into the entire face as our base. Now I'm going in with my YSL foundation sticks in 2 colors. Oh, I forget what this one's called. I know that I go in with a lighter one called Sand, but I do this to add a little bit of warmth and to contour my face. I find these blend like a dream. Like, they're so creamy, so they're really easy for cream contouring, I find. You just have to set the crap out of them and probably have normal or dry skin rather than oily skin, because I feel like it would slide around your face too much if you're oily. And now I'm going in with that sand color just to help blend it out in a little bit more of a gradient effect, so the edges aren't so harsh, going from like my pasty white skin to like a very warm color. And now I'm just going to go blending that out with my Quo Artiste brush. So I'm really trying to keep the bits of the foundation stick where I place them. I try not to blend it out too much. Like, I blend in certain directions. So my forehead, obviously, I'm going to blend it down rather than into my hair. My cheeks, I'm going to blend it up so we can add some warmth to the face and keep the bottom of that edge really sharp looking. And then my jaw, I'm going to blend down my neck so I don't look like a floating bronzed head. So now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's my favorite. We're going to put lots of that under the eyes, a little bit in the center of the forehead, right down the center of the nose to highlight it and make your nose look snatched, on your Cupid's bow to just make that part look a bit more plump, your chin, and under the contour that we just added to sharpen it up just a little bit. And we're going to do the same kind of blending situation. So you're going to blend that part down under your eyes, the forehead part you're going to blend up, and the part under your contour you're going to blend down. So it's kind of like the opposite of what you just did with your contouring directions. Now I'm going to highlight my waterline using my MAC NC15 chromographic pencil. I love that for creating a wide-eyed effect. And now I'm going in with my Inglot 77 black eyeliner gel and just smoking out my lower lash line with that as a nice base for my eyeshadows to stick to. So now I'm going back in with the eyeshadows. I'm using the Look at My Cookie shadow and buffing that along the lower edge of that black to really soften it and make it blown out and diffused. And then I'm going back in with Figgy Pudding right under the lash line with a bit of a thicker angled brush to just create some more depth and color in that lower lash line. And I'm going in with a clean brush. We're just going to soften those edges even further by buffing until you can't buff anymore, because there's nothing worse than doing this blown out lower lash line look and it being a sharp edge. It just doesn't make sense because it's already so dramatic to begin with. You really want to make sure that's nice and smooth. Now I'm going back in with Frostbite Me and a large fluffy brush, and we're just going to highlight the inner corner of the eye there. Now onto the rest of the face. So I'm using my Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. We're going to add a healthy amount of that to the apples of the cheeks, blending it up along the contour, along the sides of your face, so your temples, right down the side of your face, and blending that down your neck again so that you're not a floating bronzed head and your neck kind of matches your face a bit more, ties it all into the body better. Put a good amount along my nose as well and the top of my forehead. So now I'm going in with my Sculpt Pro, I believe it's the Pro Shaping Powder from MAC. And I'm going to contour even more along the lines where we did that cream contour. So I'm going to put that along underneath my cheekbones, up the sides of my nose, put a little bit on my nostrils, at the bottom of my nose, and then create like that cute tip of the nose as well with it. And then I put it in my Cupid's bow in the areas we didn't highlight and under my chin to just, under my lips to enhance my pout. And I like to hug the apples of my cheeks to make them look rounder too. So now I'm going in with the natural face palette, and I'm mixing the pink and gold highlight shades together to highlight my cheekbones just above my brow bones to help lift the eyes a little bit more. And then I like to go in with a really small, easy brush I say easy because it's easy for this purpose, for highlighting right down the center of your nose in a tiny thin little line. And I also put a little bit of this above my Cupid's bow as well, where we put the cream highlight to pull those parts of the Cupid's bow out more. Because again, we just shaded the other parts of the Cupid's bow, so with every shading, part of it needs to be highlighted as well to create that depth and dimension. So using that same palette, I'm also going to go in with this plummy shade of blush and just put that on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it outwards back from there into my hairline. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm just going in with my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara. Just going to add a couple coats of that on my lower lashes. And then going in for the lips with my Too Faced Holy Chic Melted Matte Liquid Lip. Love this new lip. And then I'm going in with my Pink Light Fix Plus for a final setting spray and really glowy look.
Well, that's it for today, you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this look featuring the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice Palette. I know I had a wonderful time making it for you, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It feels good to wear makeup after about a week off of being sick. But yeah, if you like this video, you know the drill. Be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. It really helps out a lot. And also comment and let me know what future tutorials you'd like to see in the box below. And subscribe if you have not already. I think I said that already, but anyways. Until next time, take care, you guys.